Hey, Coach, we're getting to the end of the season, and we really need to start talking about recruiting for next year. So, I got a guy that I really want you to look at. Here's my iPad. Check him out. Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from Ncaa, and make sure you hit that like button. We are back for more Cocoa Beach Rockets Dynasty. Now, this is the episode to submit your recruit. Make sure you get your info in below. I left the template in the description, and I am literally looking for every single position. And probably the only position I'm not looking for as far as a starter goes is probably middle linebacker, because Vincent Showcross is absolutely balling out. So make sure you guys get that in. I'm looking for everybody. And if you don't make the Cocoa Beach team, you have a chance to make the Pensacola roster. So I'm going to have a lot of guys in this series. I want you guys to be involved quite heavily. I'm looking forward to what you guys submit. Now, this week, we go up against, two opponents, actually just one opponent, but the next 2 weeks, we're going up against opponents that are not, the top elite teams of our conference. And we will give Rondrell Bamaye the start at quarterback. I mean, what do we have to lose here? I mean, we might as well just see what the kid's got. He's got the strongest arm on the team, is the least accurate, but he also can run the ball a little bit. He's pretty mobile. So I want to see what Bamaye can do. Now, talking about recruits, like I said, every position is open. And honestly, at this point, everybody's starting job is up for grabs at this point. I don't think there's anybody really that's locking it down except Vincent Showcross. And I'd say Angelo West returning probably has a starter at receiver, but literally every single position, maybe with the exception of running back too. But with injuries and with suspensions and all that, I mean, in this game, it's very, very important to have depth, because you never know. You can go into any given week and be missing your starting quarterback, your starting running back, your best receiver, your best defensive player. You never know. Now, going over the conference leaders, I just went over those just now. UCF is still on top of the conference. They are 10-0, 6-0 in conference. Houston looks like they're number 2. And then at the bottom, it's Southern Miss, Pensacola, and Cocoa Beach. So can we get our first conference win here in this episode? We're going up against UAB, who isn't the greatest team, but they do have some interesting players. Jermaine Wood is their running back, 8 touchdowns. 800 yards as well. He's closing in on a 1,000-yard season. I'm not sure he will get it. He's going to have to get about 250 yards pretty much the next couple games, but he's pretty close. It looks like they have some pretty good guys getting after the passer too. Ronnie Scruggs is actually, I believe, 3rd in the conference in sacks, having an amazing year, 43 tackles, and he's having a crazy, crazy year. So we got to watch out for him. Our offensive line is definitely going to have to play well. So let's get this game underway as we are on the road for our second to last game. Can we get our first win in conference play in Rondrell Bamaye's first start as UAB does receive the opening kickoff? And here we come out on defense. So here's Jones at quarterback. He's going to hand off to Wood. He takes it up the middle, and he gets about a gain of 20 yards right away. And that is going to be a first down already across the 50-yard line. So here's another carry, this time to Wood, and that's a tackle by Goldenberg, number 69, off of the edge, and he gets a nice tackle there. So a second down carry. This is Wood again, up the middle, and he gets to about the 26-yard line for Jermaine Wood. So 3rd and 1, handoff up the middle. There's a spinning tackle, and he gets down in the backfield. Ryan Walker was there, but Vincent Showcross actually held him up and actually spun him into a defender. That's actually Christian Klump, not Ryan Walker. So they line up to go for it already. 4th and 2. They run the fake jet sweep. Here's Jones throwing across the middle, and it's picked off. That is Nighthawk on that one. Almost said Jason Nighthawk. That's Nighthawk with the interception, and that is going to be the first turnover of the game. A 4-down stand that time after a couple of long runs. And now here we are back on offense. Wilson Caesar Jr. starts it out with a gain of 3 up the middle. So here's Bamaye now, 2nd and 6. His first pass is deep down the middle of the field, and he's got Wilson Caesar Jr., who drops it. You got to help out your young quarterback. That was a big-time throw on that throw. So now Bamaye under center here for a third down, rolling to left side. He's got nobody to throw it to. He's going to try to panic, and he gets sacked out of bounds. Try to throw that one away. I got to get used to the controls in this game. It's a lot different than NCAA 14. So we do have momentum so far, though. Here's the first throw to the right side. It's just over the outstretched arms of Nighthawk. He almost had his second interception that time, but it's caught by Alexander and a first down. So they get it to the 20-yard line this time. Line up in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the right side. We get some pressure. Jones tries to scramble out, and he's going to go down. That is Goldenberg again. He gets a sack. Jones tries to scramble. He is a mobile guy. Akinola with the pressure right up the middle, and it forces Jones to try to get outside. And they do settle for 3 on that drive. So here we go down by 3. Here's a handoff, but this time we can't even hand the ball off to Perry Thompson. Our left guard just absolutely gets destroyed on that play, and it's a loss of 5 yards. So 3rd and 15, they send the pressure off the edge. Bamaye throws, and he can't complete that pass. And a 3-and-out for the Cocoa Beach Rockets. So we punt the ball away here at the 48-yard line. Let's see what we can do on defense as UAB is set up with great field position once again. Punter is definitely a need going into next season. Here's the throw to left side. That's Scott, who breaks free. He's got speed. It's going to be a touchdown for UAB on the first play. And that's one thing we need on defense as well, is that speed. And we're going to have to recruit some guys, especially at every single position, not just cornerback, but linebacker. We need speed as well. The summer training will also help, because going into next year, we definitely will have that in the offseason to kind of train our guys up. But here on the first play, that's Wilson Caesar Jr. fumbling it right away, giving it right back to UAB. You got to help out Bamaye. In his first start, you can't just turn the ball over like that. And he gives it right back to UAB. So here are the Blazers. Quick throw to the left side, and I thought that was going to be a pick interception on that one, but a play given up that time. Ryan Walker was over there, but he can't get to it. So here's a screen pass call. This time it's Max Bellotti in the backfield getting to the receiver on the outside. Williams tries to get around him, and he can't. It's now 3rd and 7. So from the 11, here's Jones under center, and he goes down. That is Teslim Akinola getting in for the sack, and he goes straight around his the guy that was blocking him that time. Great play, and they do settle for 3. So here we are back on the next drive. Here's a nice throw. Bamaye finds Perry Thompson, and that's going to be caught for a first down and a roughing the passer. So add another 15 onto that play, and now we're at the 37. Great start to this drive. So here's a counter play called to left side. Here's Wilson Caesar trying to find some room, but he can't. That's about a gain of 0 on that one. So 2nd and 10, play action fake called. Bamaye out of the pocket, throws across the middle, and he's got Takahashi. First down. This is probably the nicest drive I've seen so far in this series, maybe, besides the Columbia game. 1st and 10 now. Option called. This is Bamaye running it, pitches it out to the right side, and that's what you have with the mobile quarterback. The playbook opens up, and that's a gain of 10 yards. So from the 15, here's a handoff. This time Caesar cuts back, and he has space inside the 5. 1st and goal. How about this drive put together by the Rockets? It's a pitch play called. Nice block on the left side. It's a touchdown. Wilson Caesar Jr. is in, and he does get us on the board now. It's down to a 1-score game. How about that drive put together by the freshman Rondrell Bamaye? So here they are on the next drive. Here's a throw to the right side, and that is caught by Jermaine Wood, and he picks up about a gain of 8 yards. So 2nd and 2 under center. This is Jones. Quick throw, almost picked off. Vincent Showcross almost had another interception, and he leads our team in picks this season. So that brings it to a 3rd down. This time, trying to get out of the pocket. It's a sack. It's Akinola again. You got to love the physics of this O game. Watch the quarterback try to avoid the tackler, and he can't. And then Akinola goes around. Look at the blocking that time. I love that. That is a great animation on that play, just the whole interaction of that play. And it ends up being a punt. And now we take back over. So here's Bamaye running the option to start off the next drive. Nice block. And he gets downfield. Big time run. And he gets across the 40-yard line, 33 yards. That's what you get with the mobile quarterback. You can run the option, and great block downfield as well. And that one opens it up. Now we're across the 50. How about 2 straight drives starting out well? So here's Bamaye this time rolling out of the pocket. He's going to stop. He thought about throwing it, but he's just going to take it himself. And nice decision on that one. Not forcing anything. It's a gain of 7 yards. So about 40 seconds left here in the first half. Now we get into a 3rd and 5. This is Bamaye rolling to left side. It looks like he's just going to take it himself again. He does. He picks up the first and gets out of bounds to about the 23-yard line, just about 11 yards. We could possibly take the lead here. So they send the pressure this time. Bamaye throws deep down the left side, and this one is picked off by Alexander. He was looking for one of those receivers. They were in a cover 2. And he tried to force it to the outside that time. Let's just take a look at that throw. Perry Thompson may have been open across the middle, but he just missed him. He tried to go deep down the left side. I tried to lead him to the left to the pylon and ended up being way too far inside for Avery White. Instead, it's an interception, and it's still 13-7. So here's Jones with 22 seconds left. Here's a throw to the right side, and that is caught by Johnson. And they are going to call a timeout. They're still trying to score here with 20 seconds left. So 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw across the middle. That's Lloyd. He has it, and he has the speed. He gets around Takahashi, and that's going to be a touchdown. And that's what I'm talking about. We just don't have the speed to keep up with these teams. I mean, just a simple pass like that goes 68 yards getting around our defense. I mean, that's just unacceptable. We give up a big play before halftime right when we were in it. And now that's how we go into half, 20-7. So now in the second half, I think that we just need to clean it up a little bit on defense. We're staying in this game, but our offense actually looks pretty good. Here is Bamaye starting it out on the first pass. Here he is on, and it's picked off. Fisher playing Perry Thompson pretty close. And Perry Thompson actually had a step, and he just let his guy catch up to him. Look, the defender got bumped, and then the defender just absolutely just outruns Perry Thompson, catches up to him, and catches up to the interception. And it ends up being 20-7 now in UAB's favor with possession. So here's Jones, quick throw across the middle, and it's picked off. Vincent Showcross again. He makes another interception, and we get the ball right back. So that interception did not do anything to us. It may have hurt Rondre Bamaye's confidence a little bit, but Showcross helps out his quarterback. That's the way to do it. And we take back over here to start the 3rd quarter. 2 interceptions in the first 30 seconds here to start the 3rd quarter. Here's a handoff, Wilson Caesar. He picks up maybe a gain of 2. You got to keep him honest. So now 2nd and 8 running the counter play. Caesar cuts back, and he fumbles again. That's his 2nd fumble so far, and you can't do that. You just can't do that. And there we go to the depth chart, and I can't handle another fumble. I end up subbing in Ryan Drackett. He will play the rest of this game. I can't take the fumbles from Wilson Caesar right now. Even though he's our best player, even your best player can get benched here in a 1-win team. So pressure up the middle this time, but Bamaye gets out of the pocket. He's going to take it himself, and he tries to get to the first down, and he gets stripped, and he fumbles. And now UAB takes back over. That is the 4th turnover of this game. And it just spells disaster here. UAB is only up by 13, and they have 4 turnovers. And here is Jones running the option, and he gets inside the 5. Big time run for him, 12 yards. And let's see if we can come up with a turnover somehow. So 2nd and goal, handoff Wood, and he walks in, touchdown untouched. And that is going to be now a 3-score lead here for UAB. And we had it. We were close. And now UAB is starting to pull away. So here's Bamaye backing onto the field. I'm not going to sub him out because this is his first start. I want to see what he's got at quarterback. He is playing pretty well so far. He scrambles for a gain of 12. That's something that we did not have in the first 8 games or so. So here's Truck this time getting the fullback dive, and the playbook does open up a little bit. We run some option, fullback dives now, play action rollouts, everything. So here's Drackett, good play action fake, throw to the right side, and it's caught. McClanahan picks up the first down. He's been a guy that's been kind of having issues with catching the ball, but he catches that one. Gain of 10. So here's Bamaye this time. Has a man open, Takahashi, but he tries to hold it and throws at the last second. That was probably a bad decision. He probably should have got rid of it. The freshman quarterback will learn. So 3rd and 6 this time. Play action fake. Throw in across the middle and should have been picked off. It's knocked down. He was looking for Hilliard on that play, who actually had a step up the seam. And now that brings it to a 4th and 6. We're going to just go for this. We're down by 3 scores. Quick throw across the middle and incomplete. And there will be a holding call on the offense, and we will turn the ball over here. But now we move on to the 4th quarter, 27-7 here in UAB's favor. Quick throw to the right side. This is caught by Miller, and Richendaler takes him down on the outside, but he gets to about the 19-yard line. So here is Jones under center. You got to figure they're going to run the ball now. Here is Wood, who came into this game about 200 yards short of an 1,000-yard season. And now here's Jones under center once again. He's going to throw to the right side, and it's almost picked up by Showcross. It's actually caught out of bounds, but should have maybe been an interception on that play. And now that brings it to a 3rd and 6. Now at the 15, here is Jones, throws deep to the end zone. In double coverage, it's a touchdown over Trayvon Scott and Dalton Jett. Or I should say Dalton Jett, Taylor Jett. And that one gets into the end zone for the touchdown. And that one does make it 2 touchdowns here for Scott. And now UAB is up 34-7. So here's a handoff to start the next drive, and now Drackett coughs it up. Everybody has, I guess, butterfingers in this game. Everybody's coughing it up. And now Bamaye, now faced with a 3rd and 11. His teammates are definitely not helping him out here. Quick throw across the middle, and that was just a bad throw. Picked off. Bamaye, that was Bamaye's fault. That one should have been thrown more to the inside. It was thrown behind the receiver. Interception. And that one will probably do it for our offense. Is now UAB up by a lot. It's still passing the ball. Here's a throw to the end zone. No sportsmanship. It's a touchdown. Williams is in. Jones, another touchdown pass in this game. It's now 41-7, and UAB just absolutely pours it on us. Pretty poor sportsmanship, I would say, though. Up by all those scores, you're still passing the ball, and it ends up not even being close. I think that Bamaye played a good game, though. He only completed 3 passes, but, a lot of those were drops, to be honest. Rondrell ran for 56 yards as well, led all rushers. Wilson Caesar, we tried to give him the ball, but he fumbled 3 times. I said 2 earlier. That was actually his 3rd fumble, and that's what killed us. I mean, we just fumbled the ball. We had 5 total fumbles. Ryan Drackett had one at the end of the game. Bamaye had that one trying to get the first down as well. But then, our receivers just can't hold on to the ball. I think that first throw really set the tone. Wilson Caesar Jr. actually had that big drop that could have went for 30-something yards. That would have set the tone for the game. But Showcross did play well, and how about our pass rush finally getting to the quarterback? Akinola had 2 sacks. Trevor Goldenberg had a sack as well. I'm really, really happy to see that because we haven't seen much pressure at all in this series. And I'm glad to see that. Hopefully they can, show me some things in this last game coming up. Cedric Jones had 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions for UAB, and they end up getting the victory, a big-time victory. So now we go into our last game versus UTEP. They are 4-7, and I don't know if we really have a shot here, but at least they're under 500. We can possibly keep up with them like we did with UAB, but we'll have to see. They do have some injuries. It could be a good game. Houston blew them out 48-14, so we might be able to make this a game. Hopefully we do as we head into the last game of the season. So make sure you get those submissions in the comment section below. I'm looking for recruits for season number 2. Also, guys that I'm recruiting in season 1 will be renamed to you guys. So make sure you get those in. Hit subscribe, hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah. Started from the mud, now you see us going up. Numbers never lie, now you see us blowing up. People used to front, now you see them showing up. So what's up? I've been down and out, but look, keep it a buck, I don't. Always been one up on all of these. They be trying to front for all of these. I ain't got time, cause they all in they